So on the one hand, you're all telling me how smart American consumers are, and they are. And on the other hand, you're saying they're not smart enough to understand this dashboard. I think you guys should really focus on complying with the rule. Now, let me move on to another issue, to Mr. Klein and Mr. Schroeder. As you know, airlines are required to clearly advertise the prices for tickets and to clearly list all mandatory ticket fees. These transparency requirements enable customers to understand what options are best for them and to make informed decisions. So according to this subcommittee's investigative report, your two airlines charge some fees to customers that are not immediately apparent. For example, according to the report, your airlines do not initially tell a customer the cost of the additional fees that they could face. Instead, you require that a customer first provide you with their personal information, such as their zip code, before revealing the total cost of their bag and seat fees. And I know, Mr. Klein, you say that you're not using the personal information to set the price, but it begs the question, why are you asking for the personal information first? So I'll start with Mr. Schroeder and then move on to Mr. Klein, but could you please explain your fee transparency policy, and will you commit to transparently listing all possible fees for customers up front so that they can make informed flying decisions?
Thank you, Senator. Today, we take transparency and customer experience very seriously. We actually do have the ability on the flight availability page, so when you do make a search, there is a link that allows you to go and see quite a few of the fees that exist on that.
All of the fees or quite a few of the fees?
All except for seat fees on it. And so you can get your bag fee right there. You can find out any of the other fees that exist as well.
Except for the seat, why not the seat fees?
It's something that just we would have to go and build. We haven't done yet, but frankly, it's.
Well, if your commitment is to transparency, I suggest you do it. Mr. Klein?
Yeah, so our booking path has been in place for quite some time now. And in fact, we used to collect a little bit less information during COVID-19 at the request of Department of Homeland Security for COVID tracking. We actually added some more information on that page. But I must say, however, we have, and I let the subcommittee know over the summer during our interview that we are always reviewing our booking paths. In fact, for 3 of our 4 travel options, everything is now straight and up front. And the only reason why we haven't reviewed that 4th path, which is what you're referencing right now, is because it's going to be a little technical, but right now we're in a freeze on some of our development right now until we get into the new year. And a part of this is all part of our transformation that we're doing at Spirit Airlines right now. We value guest experience. We value transparency. That is exactly what we want. And we are reviewing that, and we expect to be making some adjustments to that early next year.
Well, I appreciate that, and I also appreciate that I'm over time, but I'm going to just suggest that in a world in which consumers rightly wonder why large companies are collecting their personal information, there is reason for consumers to worry that their prices are being set according to their zip code or according to an algorithm that estimates, because of their personal information, how much they could pay. Now, you're shaking your head, Mr. Schroeder, and I'm sure, Mr. Klein, you're going to tell us that that's not the case, and I hope it's not. But that's why transparency is so important, and it is hard to listen to people talk about their commitment to transparency and then have them give you a bunch of different reasons why they can't be transparent. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thanks, Senator Hassan. Senator Hawley.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Can we just come back to this bounty issue, Mr. Schroeder, Mr. Klein? Because I have to say I didn't understand your answers. I thought you said to the chairman earlier that you did say in your opening statement that there was a lot of misinformation about this out there, Mr. Schroeder, and I thought you said, Mr. Klein, that you don't charge bounties. So can we just clear this up once and for all? We're all here, we're all under oath. So, Mr. Schroeder, let's start with you. Do you charge a bounty? Do you pay employees bounties on carry-on bags to identify them?
Well,
that's a yes or no.
I wouldn't characterize it as a bounty.
Do you charge them, do you pay your employees a fee? Do you incentivize them to go pick out bags from people getting on planes and kick them off the flight? Just yes or no?
We charge them an incentive.
Okay, that's a yes. Mr. Klein.
We do not, Senator Hawley.
You don't pay your employees?